Hi guys, it's Leah Michelle for Resistance Chicks. We want to take you to the most absurd call, I think, of the week.
You know what? I have listened to this a couple times and it's really hard for me to get through, but I'm going to get through it for you so that you can hear. You know what? This is a Barack Obama calling Macron, basically saying, you know, the New World Order, globalism is behind you, brother. We want you as part of our group. We want to initiate you. We're going to slit your wrists. We're going to be blood brothers soon.
There'll be children sacrifices.
Exactly. Pedophilia will all be in part of this.
You'll be able to come for the pizza pedagate and ride on the airplane with Bill.
Exactly. So thank you for selling your soul to Satan like the rest of us have. Of course, that's what Barack Obama basically says in his phone call. But what's interesting is when I listen to it, it's like I'm listening to an impersonator of himself. Just listen. Nobody talks like this.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. President. How are you?
It's Emmanuel?
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, I'm doing very well. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you very well.
The main message I have is to wish you all the best in the coming days, and make sure that, as you said, you work hard all the way through, because you never know. It might be that last day of campaigning that
yeah, I do agree.
Makes all the difference.
So I will fight till the last minute, and we will keep in touch, and our teams will liaise in order to organize a new contact and see how to work together if I'm going to the runoff. Thank you very much. I do appreciate you took the time.
Good luck.
Yes, we does appreciate Comrade Obama.
So, as Leah mentioned earlier today, she finds it rather humorous that Obama is allowed to essentially throw his weight in the French election, but Russia and Putin can't say, hey, we like Trump.
You know, there's a lot of hypocrisy going on because Hillary Clinton came out. She's for sure that it's sexism that did not get her elected when the whole world, although everybody who voted for Trump is saying go Le Pen. I don't understand it. It just boggles my mind, you know.
Sorry, Hillary, you're no Le Pen.
Exactly. I wanted to talk a little bit more about Macron and what he said here and contrast that to Le Pen. Macron has no plan, like none whatsoever. Nobody really knows where he stands on anything. He, from all intents and purposes, is a Rothschild banker.
Yeah.
He's just
a child
up
practically
by the European Union.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to keep it in place, and as Nigel said, listen, if Marine Le Pen gets elected, Brexit is nothing compared to what happens.
The EU will literally, this is why you guys need to be so excited about this election. The EU will literally just
There's so much that hinges. And you know what? It's not just the EU. Because did you see that Barack Obama made the call there? Did you see that Barack Obama tried to stop Brexit? It's a world order. It's a new world order. Okay? Trying to control all of us. And when we voted for Trump, our country voted for Trump, we voted to get rid of the New World Order. When you voted for Brexit, you voted to get rid of the New World Order. And when
you vote for Marine Le Pen,
it's to get rid of the New World Order. All right. So Macron is the current favorite. But you know why he's the favorite? Because the European Union has pulled out all the stops. Not because he doesn't say anything. He doesn't. I've listened to him. I've read something. He doesn't do anything. There's no vision. He has nothing. This is a.
Hey, you know what he's got? If you didn't see our other episode, he's got. Listen, terrorism is going to be a part of our lives for. Well,
that's what this article is. Terrorism is part of our daily lives for years to come. That's his chutzpah after a shooting. Well, you know what? And then some of the reporters were saying, you know what, France is they're getting used to this. Everybody's back to normal. They're doing their thing. It was really no big deal.
What they're saying is the recovery time for after a terrorist situation is really good. We're getting to be really good at just bouncing back, like not letting it bother us anymore. So really all you're saying is you're just getting really good at desensitizing yourself to death.
He says it's an imponderable problem. And the only way I can describe that is and surmise what he's saying is I haven't thought about it.
I can't
wrap my brain around it. My brain's too small. It doesn't have to do with, you know, stealing other people's money.
I can tell you whose brain's not too small to ponder it.
Marine Le Pen. Speaking in a French radio interview reported by the Guardian newspaper, the center-left in March candidate appeared to echo former Prime Minister Emmanuel Macron's controversial statements following the Nice lorry attack on Bastille Day in 2016, in which a Tanzanian migrant mowed down 434 men. And actually,
men, women, and children.
Yeah, least we forget.
Lest we forget.
Lest we forget.
They're going to help us forget.
Yes.
Yes, they are. It's the little men in the box.
Little men in the box. Oh, that wasn't exactly the one that I wanted to play.
Already.
Here we go.
Here it is. I can't. It's just...
We can't forget. We can't forget what happens. We can't forget what terrorists do. Okay? And so when Macron says, I can't wrap my brain around it, how about you watch these terrorist acts over and over and over again and you get a stupid plan. Any plan. Come on. Something besides kumbaya and immigrants come and roast marshmallows.
His plan is, listen, people just get used to it.
He says, times have changed and we should learn to live with terrorism. Valls said that at the time. The comments led to the socialists being cursed and jeered in public, but now Macron says it, and you want to make him president? Yo, come on! Come on! So, in contrast to Macron, Le Pen has been highlighting the fact that crime and security had, in her view, been completely absent. In our last episode, we were talking about no-go zones where police can't go for fear.
Well, they're not going to bring that up.
And as one police officer said, what you have is a failed state. When your police
can't go into an area.
I understand, let's say there's a crime or something like that, they're doing a drug bust or whatever, and you're going after known criminals. But if you can't patrol a neighborhood or an area, that's a failed state.
Right.
That means the state is no longer in control.
Exactly.
And what's interesting is I'm sure the French people still get locked up and ticketed and all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? She says that it's a major subject that nobody has mentioned. We must take control of our national borders to know who is coming in. We must reorganize the intelligence services, reinforce the means at the disposal of the police, and how do you say that? Gendarmes? How do you say that?
Where?
This one, gerrymanders or something like that. Is that how you say it?
Gendarmes.
That's the police. Okay. And attack the evil at its roots. That is to say, the communitarianism and the development of the Islamic fundamentalism. I love that she's got to call it out. She's got to call it out. She says, explain to me why we should take the risk of keeping them in our territory.
There's no reason.
We're talking about any foreign nationals who are on the terror watch list. No, the idea of refugees are innocent people.
Right.
Who are just needing to get away from something horrible in their lives. All right?
So on April 18th, when she did her speech, she says that mass immigration has not been an opportunity for France. It has been a tragedy for France.
She says, we have an international passport-free zone for terrorists, and she says, I will protect you. So, Macron, Le Pen, I mean, the whole world is hinging on this election. That's why we're watching it so closely. That's why we keep bringing this to you. That's why we're praying about it.
Right.
If Le Pen, for some reason, doesn't get elected, all is not lost.
I don't know.
But if she does get elected, all is won.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're pushing for it. Obviously, we'll find a way to get through it. You'll find probably way more terrorism, more people are going to die. I mean, this is not your average election. This is election for life and death. This is a life and death election. I don't even know if there's ever been a life and death election quite like this.
Something?
Yes, Patriot Gallery.
I was watching somewhere that France is so proud of the French army in different places with NATO or with UN. But that army's got to quit whatever it's doing and come back and save France. I mean, these people have to be kicked out of their country. They have to be defeated. This is an occupying force. And the French army should be there protecting the French people and defeat these people and make their country safe again. Army's there to protect your country and keep your country safe.
I'm going to tell you something.
And when you've got when you have an outside army in your country, then you need help.
Because these little Islamic states are making their own government pockets inside cells.
Like
in their government,
little armies,
The reason
you can't do that
they have these no-go zones is because the police can't go in there. But I can tell you, the French army could go in there.
Oh yeah,
they know war,
right?
And that's what it is,
right?
Send in the army. All right, you guys. This is Leah Michelle signing off for Resistance Chicks, where it is not a conspiracy theory if it's the truth. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mass Phase 3 and Resistance Chicks. Ring that little bell for notifications if you want to see more videos like this. And find us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. We love you. God loves you. And God bless.
Resistance Chicks on Twitter.
I said that.
I know, but
there's Resistance Chicks. Oh, there's Mass Phase 3.
But we just
we're linking some channels.
Found that we had a Mass Phase 3. Twitter, and I didn't actually know that there's some people who liked us on there, and Michelle found them the other day. Oh, there they are. Sorry. So I'm doing the Resistance Chicks Twitter. Resistance Chicks.
We're twittering. We're just.
I'm trying to keep on the Mass Phase 3 Twitter too.
She does well.
I was cold all alone. No place for home every day. So afraid, but you called my name.